My girlfriend laughed as the countdown started. New year, new standards. I can't drag you into my future. Everyone was watching my reaction. I didn't argue. Fair. I stepped away before midnight. When the fireworks ended, she realized someone else had already taken my place. I'm 37, been dating her for 3 years, and I just learned that some people announce your expiration date like they're reading a weather forecast. I met her when I was 34. She was 29. Both of us were at that age where everyone asks about marriage. She worked in real estate, making commission-based income. Some months were great, others were slow. I work in municipal planning. Steady job, predictable paycheck, benefits, pension, nothing flashy, but stable. When we started dating, she loved that about me. Said I was grounding, said after years of dating unstable guys, I was refreshing, reliable, safe. I took it as a compliment. Looking back, maybe I should have questioned what safe really meant to her. But at the time, I was just happy to be appreciated for who I was. 3 years in, we'd fallen into a comfortable rhythm. Dinner most nights, her place or mine. Talked about moving in together. Talked about marriage vaguely. Nothing concrete, but the conversation was there. We'd looked at apartments together, discussed neighborhoods, made plans that felt real and permanent. Then 6 months ago, things shifted. She got a big listing, luxury property. Her commission was substantial, more than she'd made in a year combined. Suddenly she was talking differently, about upgrading her car, about moving to a better neighborhood, about leveling up her life. She bought new clothes, started going to different restaurants, changed her hair, got a gym membership at an exclusive place downtown. I was happy for her. Success is good. Watching someone you love achieve their goals should feel rewarding. But with the success came new friends, other successful agents, people who drove expensive cars and took weekend trips to resorts, people who talked about investments and second properties, people who made her feel like her previous life, including me, wasn't enough anymore. And slowly, I became less grounding and more holding her back. She started making comments, little ones at first. You should really update your wardrobe. Your car is so practical. Don't you ever want something fun? Municipal planning. That's like bureaucracy, right? I'd brush them off. Tell myself she was just excited about her success, that it would balance out. But the comments got more frequent, more pointed, more painful. Why don't you look into private sector planning? The money's better. Your friends are so normal. Don't you know anyone interesting? When's the last time you took a real risk? Each comment felt like a small paper cut. Individually, nothing major. Collectively, they were bleeding me dry. Last month, she invited me to a party with her new real estate circle. Upscale bar, expensive drinks. Everyone was dressed like they'd just left a yacht. I wore slacks and a button-down. Nice, but not designer. I felt out of place immediately. Her friends were polite but dismissive. Asked what I did, then lost interest when I explained. One guy actually said, "Oh, government work." That's nice, stable. Like it was a participation trophy, like I'd chosen the consolation prize career. My girlfriend barely talked to me all night, was busy networking, laughing too loud, touching arms, playing the game. When she did come over, she'd pull me aside. Try to engage more. You're being quiet. I don't know these people, and they're not particularly interested in knowing me. You're not trying. Ask about their work. Show interest. I did. They're not interested in mine. Because you're not presenting it right. Make it sound more impressive. It is what it is. I'm not going to oversell my job. That's your problem. You don't know how to sell yourself. The night ended poorly. We argued in the car. She said I embarrassed her. I said her friends were shallow. We didn't speak for 2 days. When we finally did, she acted like nothing had happened, like the argument had been my overreaction and we should just move past it. Things got better briefly. Then came the New Year's Eve party. She'd been talking about it for weeks. Another real estate colleague was hosting, rooftop venue, catered, open bar, black tie optional. She bought a new dress, spent a fortune, told me I needed to rent a tux. For a party? For this party. Everyone will be dressed up. You need to look the part. I have a suit. Nice one. That's not enough. This isn't a business meeting. This is an event. I rented the tux. Cost me $200 for one night. Put it on. Looked fine. Felt ridiculous. Not because tuxedos are ridiculous, but because I was wearing one to impress people I didn't care about. People who'd already decided I wasn't worth their time. The party was exactly what I expected. Lots of champagne, lots of loud conversations about market trends and investment properties, lots of people I didn't know and didn't care to know. The music was too loud, the space was too crowded, everyone was performing success for each other, watching who talked to whom, measuring themselves against everyone else. My girlfriend introduced me around. This is my boyfriend. He works in city planning. Every time. City planning. Like she couldn't bring herself to say municipal planning because it sounded too governmental, too bureaucratic, too ordinary. I played along, shook hands, made small talk, smiled when appropriate, but I felt like a prop, something she'd brought to check a box. Boyfriend. Present. I was an accessory like her clutch or her shoes, just there to complete the picture. Around 11:30, we were in a group of her colleagues. They were talking about their goals for the new year. New markets, new properties, new strategies. One woman mentioned she was leaving her husband, said it casually, like announcing a career change. Why? Someone asked. He's comfortable. I'm not comfortable anymore. I want more. Everyone nodded, like this was completely reasonable, like a person's worth was measured in ambition and income, like love and commitment meant nothing compared to status and success. My girlfriend chimed in. I get that. Sometimes you outgrow people. It's not mean, it's just honest. Exactly, the woman said. New year, new standards. They all laughed, raised their glasses, toasted to new standards, clinked champagne flutes, smiled at each other like they'd just discovered some profound truth about life. I stood there, holding my champagne, realizing this was a preview, realizing my girlfriend was saying something without saying it directly, testing the waters, seeing how I'd react, setting the stage for what was coming. The countdown started, everyone gathering, 60 seconds to midnight, people pulling out their phones, getting ready for photos, for fireworks, for the moment. The energy shifted, everyone trying to position themselves with the right people for the midnight kiss, for the Instagram moment. My girlfriend turned to me, smiled. But it wasn't warm, it was apologetic, decisive. Hard to read, like she'd made up her mind about something and was about to execute it. Then she said it, loud enough that the people around us could hear, clear enough that there was no mistaking it. New year, new standards. I can't drag you into my future. Everyone was watching my reaction, waiting to see what I'd do, if I'd argue, if I'd make a scene, if I'd beg, if I'd prove her point by being dramatic. The whole circle went quiet, all eyes on me. I looked at her, at the people around us, at the whole situation, and realized I didn't want to be here, didn't want to fight for someone who'd just publicly announced I wasn't good enough, didn't want to explain why municipal planning mattered, why stability was valuable, why I was worthy of her future. Fair. That's all I said. One word. Then I set down my champagne, turned, and walked toward the exit. I heard her call after me. Wait, where are you going? I didn't answer, just kept walking, down the stairs, out of the building, into the cold December night. Could hear the countdown continuing behind me. 30 seconds, 20. Didn't look back. I stepped away before midnight. Heard the countdown continue behind me. 10, 9, 8. Kept walking, found my car, got in, started the engine, drove away as fireworks started, watched them in my rearview mirror, colors exploding, everyone celebrating. And I was driving away from it all. Update 1, I went home. My apartment, quiet, empty, sat on my couch, took off the ridiculous tux, changed into sweats, opened a beer, put on some music, something calm, not festive, just background noise to fill the silence. My phone started buzzing. Her, calling, texting. Where did you go? Come back. Don't be dramatic. We need to talk. I didn't respond. Just turned off my phone. Watched TV. Some movie I'd seen before. Didn't really watch it. Just needed noise. Needed distraction. Needed to not think about what had just happened. Fell asleep on the couch. Woke up New Year's Day around 10 a.m. Turned on my phone. 37 messages. She'd gone from confused to angry to apologetic to demanding. The progression was almost predictable. Last message. I'm coming over. We need to discuss this like adults. I texted back. No, don't come over. We're done. Don't be ridiculous. I didn't mean it like that. You meant it exactly like that. You said it in front of everyone. You made your decision. I'm accepting it. It was a joke. Everyone was making jokes. It wasn't a joke. It was a statement. You've been building to it for months. Last night you just said it out loud. You're overreacting. I'm done. Keep the tux rental receipt. Consider it a breakup gift. She tried calling. I didn't answer. She showed up at my apartment anyway. I didn't open the door. Stood there listening to her knock, hearing her voice through the wood, not moving. I know you're in there. I stayed quiet. Didn't want a confrontation. Didn't want to give her the satisfaction of my reaction. We've been together 3 years. You're going to throw that away over a stupid comment? I opened the door. She looked relieved, like I was finally being reasonable, like I'd come to my senses. It wasn't one comment. It's been 6 months of comments, of you making it clear I'm not enough, not ambitious enough, not impressive enough, not whatever enough. Last night you just made it official. I was caught up in the moment. My friends were talking and I joined in. I didn't mean it about you. You specifically said you can't drag me into your future. How is that not about me? I don't know what I meant. I'd been drinking. You've been saying versions of it sober for months. The drinking just made you honest. So that's it? You're ending us? You ended us. I'm just accepting the terms. I don't want to break up. Then you shouldn't have told a room full of people that I'm not part of your future. Actions have consequences. She started crying. Please, let's just talk. Work this out. There's nothing to work out. You've made it clear who I am isn't enough for who you're becoming. That's fine. Go become that person, just not with me. Where does this leave us? Nowhere. We're done. Please leave. She stood there, then left. I closed the door, locked it. Felt nothing. Not sad, not angry. Just tired. Exhausted from months of trying to be enough. Relieved that I didn't have to try anymore. Update 2. The next few days were quiet. She tried reaching out. I didn't respond. Changed my routine. Avoided places she might be. Just wanted space. Needed time to process, to figure out what I actually wanted. Then her friends started messaging. The woman from the party, the one leaving her husband. You should reconsider. She's really upset. She made her choice public. I'm respecting it. She didn't mean it. You're being stubborn. She said I wasn't part of her future. I believed her. How is that stubborn? Everyone says things they don't mean. At New Year's parties, in front of crowds, that's not a slip. That's a statement. She stopped responding. Another friend tried. She's devastated. She really loves you. She loves stability. She loves the idea of a boyfriend. She doesn't love me. If she did, she wouldn't have said what she said. People make mistakes. People also tell the truth when they're surrounded by people who think like them. She was in her element. She said what she actually thinks. I just listened. That one gave up too. On day 5, she showed up at my workplace, waited outside, caught me at lunch. I saw her standing there. Could have gone out the back. Chose not to. Better to handle it now than keep avoiding it. We need to talk. We don't. I made a mistake. A huge mistake. I'm sorry. Okay, apology accepted. Goodbye. That's it? You're not going to give me another chance? For what? To spend another 6 months being told I'm not enough? To wait for the next party where you announce it again? I won't do that again. You're right. Because we won't be together. You're being cruel. I'm being honest. You said I wasn't part of your future. I'm making sure that's true. What if I was wrong? What if I want you in my future? Too late. You don't get to decide that alone anymore. I get a say. And I say no. She stared at me. You've really moved on that fast? I hadn't. But I wasn't going to tell her that. Fast enough to know I don't want to go back. She walked away. I finished my lunch, went back to work, felt slightly more solid than before. Like I was rebuilding something that had been crumbling. Update 3. 2 weeks in, I started hearing things. Through mutual friends. She was telling people I'd abandoned her, that I'd given up on us over nothing, that I was too sensitive, too proud to accept an apology. I didn't correct anyone. Let her tell whatever story she needed. Truth was there. Anyone who knew us both would figure it out eventually. Then I heard something interesting. She'd been talking about me at one of her real estate events, complaining about how rigid I was, how I'd refused to forgive a simple mistake, how I'd walked out on New Year's like a child. One of the people there was someone I knew. Peripherally. We'd worked together on a zoning project years ago. She was in commercial development now. She reached out. Heard you got out of a tough situation. You heard about that? Your ex won't stop talking about it. She's painting herself as the victim. Just wanted you to know, those of us who were actually there heard what she said. You did the right thing. You were there? Yeah, caught the end of it. The new standards comment. Saw you leave. Thought it was the most dignified exit I've ever seen. Thanks. Didn't feel dignified. It was. She was embarrassed after you left. People asked questions. She tried to play it off, but everyone knew. Good. Anyway, if you're looking to get out more, my company's having a networking mixer next month. City planners welcome. Might be good for you. I'll think about it. Do. And for what it's worth, the right person won't make you wear a rented tux to prove your worth. I laughed. First time in 2 weeks. Thanks. We talked occasionally after that. Professional stuff mostly. But it was nice. Talking to someone who saw value in what I did, who didn't need me to present it better, who understood that municipal planning mattered. Update 4. A month after New Year's, I ran into my ex. Grocery store. She saw me first. Came over. I considered turning down another aisle. Decided against it. Better to face it. Hey. Hey. How are you? Fine. You? Busy. Work's been intense. Good for you. Silence. Awkward. She looked at my cart. Still eating the same stuff. Still like what I like. Must be nice. Not changing. Is that a dig? No, just, you're comfortable being who you are. I envy that. You could be comfortable too, if you stop chasing other people's standards. Is that what you think I'm doing? It's what I watched you do for 6 months. Changing yourself to fit their expectations. Changing me to fit their expectations. I wanted us to grow together. You wanted me to grow into what your friends would approve of. That's different. Maybe you're right. I know I'm right. Does that mean? No, it doesn't. Means I understand what happened. Doesn't mean I want to go back. She nodded. I miss you. You miss stability. You'll find it elsewhere. That's harsh. It's honest. Same as you were honest at that party. I apologized for that. And I accepted. Doesn't mean I want to restart. What if I've changed? Then change for the next person. Not for me. She left after that. I finished shopping, went home, felt nothing, no regret, no sadness, just neutral, like closing a book I'd already finished. Final update. It's been 4 months. I'm doing well. Went to that networking mixer. Met interesting people. Connected with the woman who'd reached out. We've been seeing each other. Nothing serious yet. Just seeing where it goes. She's different from my ex. Values what I do. Doesn't try to change it. Doesn't need me to be anything other than what I am. It's refreshing. Like breathing clean air after months in a smoky room. My ex reached out once more. Last month. I made a mistake. I see that now. Can we try again? No. Why not? Because I've found someone who doesn't need to announce new standards to feel good about herself. You're with someone? I'm with someone who thinks municipal planning is interesting, who doesn't need me in a tux to validate me, who would never say what you said. I said I was sorry. And I said no. Those are both true statements. She hasn't contacted me since. When the fireworks ended that New Year's night, she realized someone else had already taken my place. Not literally. I wasn't with someone that fast, but figuratively. I'd replaced her in my life with self-respect, with boundaries, with the understanding that I don't need to prove my worth to anyone. She'd announced new standards. I'd met them. Just not the way she expected. My standard became, don't be with someone who announces you're not good enough in front of an audience. I'm 37, single but not lonely, working the same job, wearing the same clothes, driving the same practical car, and completely comfortable with all of it. Because I finally found someone who doesn't need me to be different. Someone who sees grounding as the compliment it actually is. Someone who understands that stability isn't boring. It's valuable. My ex wanted new standards. She got them. She got someone who wouldn't tolerate being told they're dead weight in front of a crowd. She got someone who wouldn't fight for a relationship that required constant performance. She got someone who said fair and walked away. And when those fireworks ended, when the new year actually started, she realized that the person who'd already taken my place in my own life was me. Just me. Finally choosing myself over someone else's impossible standards. Finally understanding that being enough isn't about meeting someone else's metrics. It's about being comfortable with who you are and finding someone who's comfortable with that too.